Yeah. Okay. Burning Wheel, session five. We made it to session five. Awesome. Um, so there was a few things that went on last time, and I'm looking. I need some kind of clarification because in space and time, I got confused by Era and Torvig and where they're doing their where they did the summoning ritual and spoke with Alric's like former companion that's been murdered, right? That. And then hold on, Chris, I gotta because I need your input on one bit of it. Well, then you were with them, right, Kellen? Kellen
Yeah.
was with them, and overhears Era at the beginning of the ritual, and you're like, 12 hours. This is not
Yeah, and then I was like,
yeah,
nah, not for me. And then I left.
right. So I think at that point, like, during that time, during that 12 hours, right, and
hmm
sometime before or after you, Chris goes off with a band, right? Chris, you have 50 men,
Yeah, we've been sticking
20
together.
horses and 30, you said spear?
Hmm.
Yeah, spear guys and bow guys. Like you said weapons that are going to give them range.
Long range, yeah.
Long range, yeah. So you got longbows and things. So what was your strategy? Like what during this time, like what happened with your group?
Well, we limited to where we could bring the horses, right?
Right.
So we were just trying to get like ride out and cover the ground that we can cover by horse without having to break up.
Okay, cool. And Brother Glenn, uh were you with um Lucarn and company? Like obviously you're a paladin, right? So you're gonna go on the well, I don't know actually. Where did you see yourself? With Aira or and the like back at Hotch at the Castle Fenvalor or with Chris and definitely not with Kellen.
Definitely going out and fulfilling the obligation that we took to do the ritual of taking care of the bandits.
Okay.
So definitely out with that group.
Okay, cool. And Thorvik is with Aira. So I guess we're stuck here behind the walls waiting for your ghost, you know. Um, and thrown into this is now Kellen, who you went off. Okay, yeah, James. So kind of where do you picture you did the ritual, like the prison gate, and how close is it to the castle?
mean, I had thought it was fairly close. I didn't think we'd
Yeah,
gotten very far out of the castle when we encountered his companion.
yeah, I think so.
So,
What I had said, I listened to it again and was like a fairy circle, not far from the castle. Okay, like uphill a little bit and not far. And that's and then we said as a like in your folklore fork, it was like a circle of standing stones with the stones like only like 2 foot high boulders or whatever.
mhm.
And you did it in there, and then there was the question of what you were going to do with his request to uh, um, uh, take care of his wife, right? And tell her that he's gone, but not to tell anything about the that he was
Right.
murdered by Aura.
Yeah.
That's heavy. Um, and then there's Chase, which I think we must deal with right now. So you scrambled up from that beginning of the ritual, basically from Fenvalor, and let's say if Chris and his party followed a trail, basically started off with taking the road back down a little. Well, Chris, did you go downhill or uphill with your
Well, we
fork?
went uphill because that's what we had heard that they were
Yeah.
uphill, right? So we'd heard
So,
that, yeah.
and Chase, you went uphill as well, right?
hmm
And are you ahead of them or behind them?
I presumed I was ahead of them.
You're
That's
okay.
what
No,
that's what
that's
I was thought I
cool.
was doing. Yeah.
That's what I pictured as well,
Hmm.
you know. So you fucking scramble up like running, like y- you also had your horse. You did say that you're bringing your horse with
Hmm.
you, right? I said
Yeah.
it can't fork in, but you had a horse, right?
Hmm.
Um, and then you got lost.
Yep. I got lost.
You got lost and um, kind of followed these trails, and you were in an area which was stony, and there was like a lot of the way I picture it is like a lot of like um,
There you
hallways
go.
of stone, more or
There you go.
less, like to like a crack in the earth, and like and there's a whole bunch of them. Um,
Sit back down.
and that's what I remember. And then got a prickly sensation up your back, and then you're like, "Fuck, I'm gonna hide," and you hid into like, remember it's snowy, so there's snow blanketing around, and there was a tree, and you said that there was a hollow in the tree, and you dug in there, and like out of nowhere, you see a flash on the other side, like maybe about 100 feet away, and boom, get hit like bang in the chest. So you're still in the cavity as
Yeah.
you're real, but it fucking you cleared your steel test. There was no hesitation.
Yeah. My
So
armor was able to take the hit too.
yeah,
So,
and it's almost kind of because you're fearless, even though it didn't apply. The way I
hmm.
look at it is the split second you saw like an enemy with a bow trained on you, your instinct wasn't like to freak out. It was just like, evade or whatever you're planning to do. Yeah.
Hmm.
Um, okay, so this is the situation, man. Uh, we are in optimal bow range. Okay.
Okay.
You're stuck into a little hole that you could
Hmm.
barely get out of. Okay? Or you like, okay, let's say, can you take your bow out and fire comfortably, or is it going to be like +2 off, +1 off, something like that?
I mean, I guess it depends on how stuck I am. Am I like really stuck in this like
Well, you were trying
wedge?
to hide in a
Oh yeah.
in a dead tree, and you're like a big warrior type, soldier type, right? But you do have your instinct, like
I
you're
mean, I'm not super buff or anything. I think my guy's a little bit more
lanky and
limber.
lean. Yeah,
Yeah.
cool. Okay. So you're gonna pull out your bow.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess so.
Um, so how we do this? So there's range and cover, okay?
Hmm.
Or there's like a bloody versus,
Yeah.
okay? And we can run a bloody versus to change position, okay? If you don't like being stuck in this little hole, right? We can do a quick bloody versus and make that the intent and then see where it goes from there. Or we go, well, I mean, technically I should be just going into range and cover. But that's like, more mechanics.
Yeah, yeah, and yeah. No, that makes sense. I wouldn't want to like take up so much time doing a whole range and cover just for me. I'd rather, find out what happens with me and then see how we get back together. But so I did change my belief for tonight, for
Oh
my
yeah, let's
first
go
one.
through that. Shit. I'm
Um,
always jumping into it.
um, yeah, so this will inform what I'm about to do, I think. But my father's land is under threat, and I have been ambushed. I must silence this lizard folk quickly before others become aware of our party's presence.
Nice.
So I think my character is probably going to try I mean,
You want to kill him.
yeah, if it's just him and he's like a lone scout and no one else knows about me, my character is going to go for this guy to make sure that, our party's presence isn't alerted to.
Okay.
Um,
I can see just that, like with you being in there, waiting for
yeah.
the next move, and like looking through the cracks in the trees and getting an
Hmm.
assessment. So you do okay, you want to read all your beliefs instincts, or let's just fucking play and then we'll figure it out.
I don't know. I mean, do y'all
Yeah.
uh want to? I mean, I'm fine. My next one is a little different, but My half brother Lucarn and I grew up worlds apart. Blah blah blah. I must find my bearings to find and speak with my brother about what I have learned. Leading the charge against these lizard folk will reforge his honor and rid any doubt of his valor. And
Whoa.
then my
What is that again? Like, what is the intent behind that one? Say it again.
I must find my bearings to find and speak with my brother about what I have learned about these lizard folk.
Wow.
Leading the charge against these lizard folk will reforge his honor and rid any doubt of his valor.
That's cool. So you're basically gonna like defer to his authority almost, right? And say, "Look what I found, buddy." And
Yeah,
so, and does that kind of mean that
I
you're
want to.
gonna
I want to.
tr
I'm gonna help prop him up.
and are you gonna try and take this guy down and question him and do all that, or are you trying to kill him?
Um, I think Kellen will probably try to capture him.
Cool. All right, now third belief.
My third is the same. I'm gonna take the risks. No one else will.
Oh yeah, well you've done that at the start of the gate. No,
And then my instincts are mostly the same. I did change my one hide first, think later to something I put when threatened, I draw steel.
that kind
So
of informs your action in this moment. When threatened, draw steel.
yeah, yeah.
Are you going to fuck the bow, take out the sword, and like charge in?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Let's hear everyone else's beliefs while I think about that.
I think that's really cool. If
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah.
um, traits, because there's
Yeah.
there's one big trait you have that sort of kind of speaks to that action.
Fearless.
Yeah, we got to get Chase a magic shield.
Yeah, all same traits. Loner, paranoid, clannish, yada yada yada.
Yada yada yada. All right. Let's do this formally. Sorry, I keep skipping. James, let's go over era, beliefs, instincts, and traits.
The axe may be a powerful tool to use against the giants. I will see it in the hands of a hero who can wield it against them. Um, I meant to tighten that up and make it something that can be completed in a session, but I haven't done that yet. So
You can
it's just
work on
something
it.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
something
work on it.
I'm still getting, um, I'm still getting Artha for pursuing it. So, I will see that this murdered companion of Alric finds peace. And grief leaves cracks where the spirits speak. I will use the sorrow of this land to strengthen my voice among the dead. My instincts are always listen to the omens, always accept a spirit's word as the truth, and always step between the living and the dead when they come into conflict.
Oh wow. I have an idea just for your first belief and how you can kind of word it into like you have the ghost. You have the ghost what's his name? Hold on. The companion, Elric's
Hmm.
companion, right? He hasn't been banished yet.
No, he hasn't.
Okay.
No, which is in my second belief is about helping him find peace, whether that means banishing him or something else.
Hmm.
Um, but certainly it involves, telling his wife that he's been slain.
Mm.
Um, My traits are a little crazy, batshit, disturbed, down to earth, lyrical, clannish, dreamer, gifted, and touch of ages and driven.
Yeah. I have some ideas for Dreamer and yeah. All right. Stephen, can you tilt your thing down again? It's hiding. Yeah, there we go.
I'll bring the light of Pelor into the mountains. I will ask Pelor to bless our group and our hosts. I think that's going to be something that keeps coming up. We have a scribe for our journey. I don't think we got a name for him. And if we did, that was my bad for not remembering it. I'll make sure that he stays safe during our unsafe journey. And Rayla Venshade is a capable woman who will benefit greatly from me being back to help restart the hives. I will keep us on the trail of the axe.
Okay. Uh, instincts.
Instincts, praise Pelor, be kind, keep my sword with me as a last resort.
Nice. And traits.
Ideologue, lyrical, down to earth, clannish. Marker privilege, tonsured, and vested.
Yeah, I think I was thinking for a lot of the people who are clannish, I'd love to see that role play, like world building or whatever. I think Chris and I were talking about it's not a tartan that they wore. They wore something called a what, Chris? In 10th to 15th century
Was the coats were called brats, and
brats,
and
brats.
then the lean. I was trying to find someone from work. The new kids, it's Leine, Lane, but I haven't heard back from anybody on what that actual how you pronounce it. But that's kind of like I'll put it in the chat. The like more like these more they're more like like burlap kind of things, like like the tartans and all that stuff was very like 17th 18th century. So
It's
this was
too fine.
more medieval stuff.
Hmm.
The rat coats are the stuff you would. I'll put it in. I'll put it in Discord so you guys see.
Okay. Um, and James, no, we did James. Now Chris.
Yeah. Okay. Um. So belief one, my family and wealth can help us secure the axe. My father may have gone insane in his search, but it is still the key to turning the tide in this war. So I will commit the maps to memory so that we will travel safely. One second. Come on. Travel safely in here. Through the treacherous journey. So that's one of my beliefs for this one. I'll convince my mother, who listened to my innocence. I believe that my act of mercy, though condemned by the knights, was just. I'm torn between their doctrine and my own sense of compassion, and I'll strive to find balance that honors both my beliefs and the order's expectations. I'll speak with Brother Glynn to understand more of the faith of Pelor.
Hmm.
That's something I'll do. My mother and family are in danger from a hidden foe that lurks outside the castle. My half brother is not known to me, and I fear he's bold and rash. No, I don't. Now I know he is bold and
Me?
rash.
What?
Yeah, she is dear to me. Okay, and so it's my duty to raise the castle guard and defend the
Chris,
keep. I will.
your
I will.
fucking belief is like you just never update it. You just keep adding to it. So we're just
I know.
gonna
I know. I know. I
the
know. I think.
story
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
Lucar.
I will. I will protect my family. I will root the. I will root track the giants. The giant is inheriting the castle with the aid of the bannermen. So
I,
that's
I
the Titan Titan part.
I
Yeah.
literally sent you an email
I know, but I'm
summarizing
not.
all beliefs and giving you a point. Either I win
I
A,
don't like
B,
that.
C, D.
Otherwise I forget. So I'm going to keep it all. You can do what you want, Sam. This is my
Okay.
character. Yeah.
All right, man. Um, I just want to get to the action, guys. Can we just do that? All right. Let's do this formally and properly because we're here to learn mechanics. All right. You guys are in optimal bow range.
Okay.
Okay. You have a fixed position and you have cover, right? And for you to charge in and get into melee distance, you're going to you're going to try and like, you're going to move from optimal bow
Hmm.
to too close to shoot. So you have to win one volley against me.
Hmm.
So the way range and cover works in Burning Wheel, it's so freaking different. It's a maneuvers game. Okay? It's your Kellen is hiding in this little fixed position with cover, right? But really tight squeeze to fire. Um, and if you want to get out, you have to test speed, stealth, um, steal for a charge, against my whatever my guy wants to do. Maybe my guy wants to just keep you pinned down. So he's like not moving. And then we roll. So we could do that. Like it depends on what your intent is.
I definitely think my character Keelan wants to close the distance, um,
Okay.
so that he can take this guy out.
Awesome. Um, Okay, so the ballsiness of that, okay, is because you're
And
charging
not
it.
necessarily that I'm just charging ahead. Like I am good at stealth, so I think he's going to use that to his advantage.
Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, so say
Yeah, I'm
that.
not going to be. I'm not going to be like, yeah, brute force it. I'm going to try to
Oh, okay.
actually outmaneuver this guy and get on top of
Okay.
him so
So
that I
we
can take him
script
out.
in secret now. Don't yeah, don't tell me what your
Oh,
strat,
okay, okay.
and I'm gonna script against yours, okay? Um, so do you guys know so we're gonna skip this script 3 volleys, okay? Um, yeah.
Okay, so there's a card deck in here, isn't there? Let me see here.
Yeah. Card deck is let me present the card. Card deck. I think where is it? It should be scroll down. Where is it? I put it there. Oh, fighting cards. Here we go. All right. Wait, enable. No, it's not there. Journal. Oh, dude, I suck.
I can just write it down. I mean, no big deal.
Yeah.
I'm trying
Um,
to just pull up some
I
stuff.
had it. I was working on it, but then I never got to like test it. But you can see I have my maybe. Ah, no, that's not it. Okay, fuck it. Let's just do it old school, yo. Um, so three volleys, okay? Range and cover. Move through this.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull up my range and cover sheet here.
Guys, if you pick up your books as well, and we all help each other get to some of the rules, that keep us all engaged, and we'll get good at this game. All right. Kellen, I see that you would have like a I would have a +2 ob um because you have cover. Um, okay. Like
Hmm.
fortifications, forest, or other dense cover. That's pretty much your position right now.
And what's the range? What's the
We're in optimal
We're
range right now.
currently in optimal range, which is ob 2. Last time I screwed up the rules actually. Um, I told you all it was ob 1 and then blah blah blah, but it was actually ob 2 for optimal range. I didn't know that. Um,
and so this is the so for a bow optimal.
Does it take is it gonna take it's gonna take actions, right? For me to pull my bow out if that's something I wanted to do.
I think in range and cover that's um I think it happens in one volley.
Okay.
In range and cover, it happens in one volley. All right, guys, this is such complicated rule set. Um, all right. So I am going to, should we just look at the maneuvers
Yeah,
quickly and
that's what
see?
I'm trying to look at.
Okay, so there are closing maneuvers, page 413, which neither of us are doing. Or no, you're doing that. You're doing closing maneuvers, okay? You
Yeah,
want
move
to
in.
get in. You could close, you could choose a close move, okay, which tests speed, right?
Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And James and Steven, have you guys have obviously had this kind of range stuff. What's the
I
usual?
wish I had
How
tactics.
does it usually go?
I think I've only done range and cover like once.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah,
I
I
think
Okay.
it.
can't. I have a great familiarity with it.
So Sanj, if
Yeah.
I say I script one of my actions to like close in, right? How many times do I have to do that before I successfully close in?
With him, you have to beat him in two things from optimal to wait, hold on. I think it's just one, in fact. It's optimal to too close to shoot. Um, Ranges. Out of range, extreme range, optimal range, too close to shoot.
Okay.
One maneuver. Okay, one test.
All right, Sanch, I'm writing down my actions here
Yeah, baby. Um, where are you writing them?
on a little sticky note
Nice.
that you can't see.
Yeah, I am going to um write mine in chat. No, I'm gonna write it on sticky on a piece of paper too. All right, so I have now I just want to tell you there's a difference between maintain and hold. Okay, to hold a position. But I don't quite know spending maneuver. Cover maneuver. This is very fun. All right, maintain.
Is this an opportunity for me to try to get the tactics skill to try to like make a test for that set or something?
I think that's um
Or is that something I have to do like outside of something like this?
I don't know. I feel like tactics needs to be taught.
Okay.
It's advanced learning, and it probably is. So,
Yeah, that's fair.
okay, I'm doing okay. So it's too bad. I should not know that you're charging, you know, because then, uh, okay, cool.
We'll see.
We'll see. Oh man, this is so fun. Um, all right. So I'm doing maintain. Okay. You?
I'm doing sneak in.
Nice. So there is a table of maintain. So sneak in is you test stealthy. Okay. So get your stealth dice.
Hmm.
Um, get add in any forks,
Let's see here.
forest wise.
Yeah, yeah. All right, yeah. So forest wise, probably just forest wise. Don't really think tracking applies. Orienteering, not really.
Oh, come on. I would make a case.
Make a
Be
case
creative.
for. Okay, okay. Well, I don't know. I mean, I guess he's probably up in a high vantage point, right? He's got me pinned down. And so
Yeah.
I've got to quickly kind of survey the ground and see where can I get up to him? How am I going to
Yeah.
quickly move through this like terrain? Um, not only quickly but also quietly.
Hmm. Okay. Go for it. Well,
Okay. Yeah, add that to as a fork. And
yeah.
then
Sorry, I was
uh
like barely, I wasn't
I
paying
have go
attention properly because I'm reading the chart and like figuring out my
yeah.
stuff. What was your fork again? Sorry.
I was arguing the case for orienteering.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool. Cool.
So I have force wise orienteering. I have cover. Does that help me? Right?
Yeah, cover does. Like, let's find the rules for cover quickly. Oh no, it provides an obstacle to my attack. So it doesn't give
Oh,
you an
okay.
advantage. Okay?
Okay.
All
Okay. I see.
right, that makes sense, right? And you're leaving it, right? Okay, so
Gotcha.
you got your B4 stealth,
Before stealth with
two forks.
two forks.
Any Artha?
Uh, no Artha.
So 7 dice.
Is there a base ob or it's a versus or
It's no, it's versus me. Okay.
okay.
Mine is maintain. Okay. Which
Hmm.
means that if you like which means that like you're charging out and I'm falling back to maintain my optimal bow range. You know what I mean? It's not me
Hmm.
holding a position and like
You're trying to
standing at a
maintain the
rock.
distance between us.
Yeah, keeping the bit distance. Okay?
Hmm.
So describe yourself in that situation. You're in the fucking
Yeah, I just ripped
noisy,
this
dirty,
arrow out of
it's
my like
snowy.
chest armor, and I'm trying to find where he is, and I catch like, maybe his scales, kind of like the light glittering off of him.
Yeah,
Um, and I'm gonna start um getting low and moving through and trying to go unnoticed but move in on him.
awesome. Let's roll. Um, so it's your stealth versus my speed. And because it's a skill versus a stat, okay, I'm at double obstacle penalty. So this is a very, very good tactical move on your part.
Oh, cool.
I think that the double obstacle penalty applies
Let's
if
go. I killed that roll.
oh shit. Okay. So my character, I've made a character sheet for my guy. So got his bow out. You're charging at him. Character sheet. There we go. No, that's stacked skills. Here we go. All right. So speed, right? Oh my God, that's the other thing. It's terrible when you do stat tests because you can't even fork anything, you
Hmm.
know?
Yep.
Oh wait, hold on. Uh, help advantages. He's not that scared. He's just gonna freaking deal with you in melee. Doesn't care. Base obstacle 5. Boom. So you close the distance into too close to, right?
Hmm.
So how does that happen? You snuck in like right, and he's like,
Yeah, so I mean, that's awesome. Um I mean, I want to spring on him and subdue him.
yeah. So
I
that's
mean, I'm trying to think of what the best way to subdue him would be. I guess it would be to, my brain is thinking like, oh, sneak up behind him and and choke him out or something.
oh
But
well, it's called a lock. Okay,
okay.
it's called a lock. Where this is very interesting because I like the way I could we could GM or like use the rules to do this is that you've effectively snuck up on him, right?
Hmm.
So he's like pointing in the wrong direction, thinking or like he knew you were coming from there, expecting you from there, and he's like waiting and waiting and looking and seeing, and like
Hmm.
nothing's happening, and you just like snuck up right behind him or whatever, and now we can switch into fight. Okay,
Okay.
now we switch into fight. Okay, I think that will be kind of cool because um I think I failed my perception test. So, you can surprise like now we script a fight, okay? This is weird. I think I'm ruling this okay. James, what do you feel about how this is I'm running the rules here? Does it make sense?
I mean, in terms of closing in that close?
Yeah.
Yeah. According to page 406, once a fight moves into the too close to shoot range, range and cover volleys end, and players switch to melee using the fight rules.
Sick.
So
Okay.
perfect. Absolutely
Are we
perfect.
gonna do like a full fight, or are we gonna do like a
Yeah,
bloody
let's do
No,
versus?
let's do a fight.
in the fight.
Let's
You
do a
give
fight.
Give Sanj his fight. Come
All
on. This
right,
is
all right.
yeah.
And this
Okay.
is important to your character too. So,
Okay, let's do it then.
Um, but the funny thing is that you're basically able to like get a how does that work? Like in D&D, I would say you get a free hit, you know, or double damage on the backstab,
Hmm.
right? In Burning Wheel, there's like effectively I've lost my perception test in this stealthy thing, right? And you've snuck up into my position. The way I see it visually and very coolly is that you could now like bowl him over because you weren't drawing your sword, right? Oh, you have that instinct. So it's already in your hand as you're fucking running. So yeah, I think you get to hit him.
Since you, I would point out that the lizard critter, is going to have to do some sort of an action to switch between what he has now and a melee weapon.
Yeah,
So there already is built in to the
to fuck
rules.
him. Yeah.
Exactly. So I wouldn't stress too much
Yeah.
with having to give him a benefit at this point.
Okay.
I would just say
Go into
we
it,
know.
script, and play the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also the
Got it.
fact that Chris wanted to be in melee and the Lizardmen didn't.
Hmm.
So that's one of the advantages of winning that role.
Yeah. Okay. I see. I don't know everything as a GM. I really need your help. Then that makes perfect sense. So I'm scripting. Okay. Chase.
Okay, I gotta do the same. How many
So
actions
draw
is it gonna
weapon
take for
takes two
him
actions,
to?
guys.
Okay, that's what I was about to
So
ask.
draw sword. Oh my God.
Yeah, I have a question for the rest of the players once Sanj has scripted his actions.
Shit. It's funny, eh? My guy has two-fisted fighting, and he's got like a falchion and a dagger. But in this situation, I don't have actions to draw the dagger. You know what I mean? Oh,
Hmm?
ah! I am not going to draw the sword. I'm going to take one action to draw the dagger because it's a smaller weapon. Nice. And then
That
I
makes
don't
sense.
have. I'm in close. Or I'm going to try and get in close. Um, no, I don't know. I'm going to stick with my script. All right. Okay, I got it. My first act, volley one, action
Hang on.
one.
I'm not done yet, Sanj. I wanted
Oh,
to
okay.
ask, is there any like, okay, so advice for me. If I know that my enemy has to like draw his weapon, um, that's gonna be like a prime opportunity for me to just strike, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Um, because you know he's not going to be able
Hmm.
to do a oh, I forget what it's called in fight, but
attack.
counterattack.
Yeah.
Um, he's not going to be able to do a defense.
You can't do a
Um,
block. You can't do, and you have the reach advantage.
Yeah, I do have a long sword.
So that's
Is
versus
there
like hands is 2D.
is there a specific move to like take him out, or is it just um
That's a bloody versus,
okay?
but I think this guy is important enough
Hmm.
that he is not a bloody versus. Well,
yeah,
it depends on your campaign, but we're trying to play
No, but
D&D.
you can really you can do a strike for like a lot of damage, but I think it puts you in a like you kind of get out of a disadvantage. I can't remember what that was.
it's a
You could
great
try
strike.
locking him, like charging and locking him, like pushing him
What was
back
it, James?
down.
Sorry, what did you say?
Uh, there's one called a great strike, but I don't think it's what you want to. I mean,
Yeah.
cinematically, that may be what you want here. But it costs two actions to perform. So if he's drawing his dagger, he'll have his dagger out when the strike
Hmm.
lands. Although the biggest thing that Great Strike gives you is the fact that if he tries to block, if he uses the block maneuver, it just ignores that. It blows through shields and things like that.
It's a big
But
hit.
it
Yeah.
also,
I see. I understand.
yeah,
Yeah, I wasn't
and
thinking
he can
about
also
doing
do a little
any.
extra damage or get through a bit more armor.
All right. Well, yeah. I mean, trying to figure out what would be good here.
Mm,
So lock is what, taking him and locking him down?
yeah,
Yeah, it's like
lock is
wrestling.
closing into hands distance,
Oh, okay.
and well, like grabbing his arm, you know, or
Okay. Okay, I understand.
yeah,
So I'm gonna be trying to, okay. I'm gonna be trying to, I guess, wound him to get him to surrender, I guess.
with your sword, right? You want the advantage
Yeah,
because
yeah. I
you,
want to use my advantage here. I don't want to try to
yeah.
grab him.
So in this, if okay, I'll just tell you, um, your range, your weapon length advantage is plus 2D because you're a
Hmm.
sword. All right, at optimal range for yourself. Okay. Um, I think that because hey, James, actually, maybe that's the thing that you have to do an engagement roll to see who is at optimal range.
Hmm.
Maybe that the stealth success on the range and cover and like the surprise element of it
Puts him
is
in
that it
optimal.
just puts him at optimal for sword. Okay.
Sure.
So you're at optimal for sword. I think that would, if you're going with your sword.
I am,
I feel
yes.
like there is an ambush rule in here somewhere that basically
Yeah,
says exactly that.
it's at the back.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, and I think the back has the ambush rule. Surprise and ambush. To effect an ambush, set up a situation that uses stealth or inconspicuous versus observation, or if you're in a small group, uses tactics versus
Which
tactics or
which he
options.
did.
You can, of course, test beginner's luck in all of these instances. If the ambusher fails to ambush his quarry, if the ambusher wins the test, he counts as having won the engagement at the start of the combat. In addition, the target must pass a steel test. His hesitation indicates how many actions he loses. Oh,
Oh, he's
so
got to
I
make a
gotta do
steel
a
test.
steel
Let's
test, yo.
go.
Ooh, if he
Sick.
fails that skill test, then yeah, Great Strike is perfect.
Okay. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. All right.
Does
So
the
we
steel
got,
test happen
right?
before or after we script the actions
It happens
at the same time?
just now, like
Okay.
right now, I
Okay.
roll my steel. Okay, so but describe it.
Yeah, I mean, he's sitting there with his bow and arrow, like looking for me. His eyes are flittering around, and I'm like, you just kind of see my eyes coming out of the bushes, like, and I've already got my blade unsheathed, and I just
Nice.
move swiftly on him.
Nice.
My cloak is like, billowing behind me.
Um and so I scripted an avoid like a dummy. Uh because I just finished saying that stat versus skill is stupid, and I scripted a void. But first, I'll roll my steel test, okay? But I have a fucking great steel, man. My dude.
Cold-blooded lizard.
Where is it? There it is. I got a hesitation of 3.
Jeez.
And submit. Uh, hesitation of 3. No, it's 1, right? When you roll steel, what do you set the ob as? Um, it says hesitation ob. Um, it doesn't matter, right? It's how many, just count how many successes. Submit, submit. 3 successes. All right. So, I don't, I hold my cool. All right. So first action. So you come springing out and I see you from the like
Hmm.
I see it from the corner of my eye. It's avoid. So I try and avoid. Like twist out of the way as your sword comes
Yep,
singing.
I have a strike for my first action. Yep.
All right. So your obstacle will be 2.
And this is a sword test
Yeah. But you get advantage. You get 2D
because of
for
my long sword.
your longsword. And I think
Okay.
in terms of stride, both of you guys are the same. Um, I never remember all the armor penalties for things, but I think I don't know. Somebody can worry about that while we're playing. So yeah, so you get 2D for your weapon length.
All right.
Stride is the same, weapon length. Okay, so you take your sword, which is B5, I think,
I think it's B4.
B4. And then you add 2D, so 6 dice versus op
Mm-hmm.
2. If you win, and depending on the number of successes, you've wounded me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right,
Well,
here we go.
after my armor.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. Three. There's
So
one six in there.
the obstacle is 2, plus we're in snowy ground. Okay, so plus 1 ob. Plus, actually, I should have said that before. So we'll keep that, forget it. So you
Okay.
succeed, but you succeed with the soupy. Okay. Like, what's your incidental damage on your sword? I think it's B3.
Sword. Incidental B4.
B4. Okay. Uh, which for me is technically a soupy, but I have a trait called Iron Scales that knocks the damage rating down by 1 pip, so from B4 to
Mm.
B3. So your sword comes slashing across and it hits me in the sh upper shoulder and it just kind of
Slides
gives
off the
me a
scales.
little thud and I'm not damaged. I don't lose that +1
Mm.
ob for actually landing a soupy. That's that's powerful. Um okay, volley 1 action 2.
Faint.
I have draw sword. So I'm like fumbling around. You see he has a falchion. Okay?
Hmm.
Uh and he's pulling it out as you faint. What does faint versus draw sword do? That's tricky. It's interesting you chose faint. That is kind of
Well,
to
yeah, I was
pull
kind of
off.
thinking he would have.
You're doing like role playing, right?
I mean, if he had decided to stab you with the dagger, feint would be very useful.
Well, yeah, my thought was he was going to draw the weapon his first action and then try to
Hmm.
slice at me. So I was going to be trying to play
Mm,
around
Yep.
that.
mm, nice. Well, I think what happens in let's like look we got to look at that chart. Do you
I'm looking at it, but
faint
let's
versus
see.
sorry guys. This is such wonderful
Draw weapon.
entertainment.
Draw weapon isn't on the. Well, maybe it's on this one.
Draw weapon, page
Draw weapon.
447.
Aha. It just has
Against
a
feint, does nothing.
dash. Yeah.
Nothing. So
Yeah.
yeah, like well, you're kind of like you know, you're
I'm trying
seeing
to
me.
like fancy it up. He's just trying to draw his
Aha,
weapon.
I've got you now. Yeah.
Maybe I like kick a little dirt at him or something, like
Okay, he's pulling out his sword. He's stumbling back to try and keep his distance. And he okay, volley 2, action 1. What do you got? I got draw sword. You'll come out this one if you
wait, action two. You had
No,
yeah,
you
you
already
pursued
did.
did that.
and I
You
had
did
You already drew
faint.
the sword.
Pardon?
You already drew the sword. Yeah, you're on to the second one.
We're on to
No,
the
so
third
a draw
action.
sword takes 2 actions.
Ah,
Oh, that's right. So my third action is strike.
Yeah, your third. So volley 2, action 1 is strike. While I'm like pulling my
Oh.
sword up, you come coming down. Okay,
I think I probably messed this up then. I didn't give myself as many actions. I didn't script as many actions as I should have scripted.
how many do you have? You what's your
I scripted
reflexes?
three. I scripted three actions,
Oh, you
but
should do
it's based
4.
off of like your speed, isn't it?
It's your reflexes.
Your
Reflexes, yeah,
reflexes.
which is
Okay.
partially speed.
And you kind of divide it up into 3 columns.
That's right. That's right.
2, 1, 1, 2, 1,
I
2.
forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys, learning.
That's
Oh, I
Uh,
I
see.
should have explained it. I
so
assumed
my
you
And I
reflexes
haven't
is
done fight in years, so
so my reflexes is before. Okay. So
right.
then one of my volleys gets a second action. Is that correct?
Yeah, yeah. So it'll be the third. Okay.
It'll be the final one. Okay,
Yeah, it
perfect.
has to be because you got to cover each column.
Okay.
All right. So you have strike on your third, right?
Yes.
No problem. That's great. So
I just
I'm
added a
still
fourth one
drawing out
just
my
now.
sword like an idiot. Why didn't I go for the dagger and you go um,
Hmm.
down with the sword?
All
So
right.
strike against. So now I'm going to say it. Um, a, 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 a basic hit in fight is always obstacle one. Because we're in snowy conditions, I'm adding another obstacle. And there's also another condition for forest. Um, we can leave that out. Okay. So your obstacle is two. Okay. If you get two successes, that means you'll do a incidental wound, a B4 wound. If you get three successes, you'll do probably a B7 or a B8 because you're strong. I don't know. So let's see. Um, you try and roll as many successes as you can. That's all. And your obstacle is two.
All
I have
right.
no action. I have nothing to
Yeah, you have
do.
nothing to do.
Yeah, I'm
Here we
like
go.
bad maneuvers. All right.
Okay.
So you're two above. That means you're delivering a mark hit, which
Okay.
is
And so
And
if I were to
and
get it up to five successes, would I deliver a more powerful hit?
not five, six. For sword, on your
I have
sword
1/6,
weapon
so
stat, there's
gonna,
a
yeah.
thing called add, ADD,
Hmm.
and that means how many successes over the obstacle you have to add, you have to get
Hmm.
to increase the
Okay.
wound, the damage capability or the wound category or
I
whatever.
see. Yes, I see too. Okay.
Right. So you could also move it, but you're
and
forfeiting.
the six and getting the six, you can't open a six in a sword attack.
Oh yeah, totally. He has sixes in
Yeah,
there.
I'm gonna spend a. I have 1/6, so I could go for the Hail Mary and try to roll another six.
If you get even one success more,
Hmm.
okay, that will allow you to move off of the chest to another part of the body
Mm.
that is
Okay.
less armored, and he's armored.
Ah,
Okay.
tragedy.
So you spent a fate point but didn't get it. Anyway,
Yeah, I rolled a two.
so where are you hitting? Chest, head, arms, right arm level?
Um, his fleshy parts. Um,
It has to be them. It has to be, well,
probably is. I mean, does
it
it?
costs it costs successes, so it has to be the chest. It has
Okay.
to be the chest, right? So you come slashing down with the thing. It's
Hmm.
still like good, but now I have armor to roll, okay? To protect myself.
Okay.
Um, and armor will just deflect it. So I don't have the best armor. You see his clothing and gear is primitive.
Hmm.
Okay? His clothing and gear is primitive, and he doesn't have anything more than like an animal hide on his torso and a big, heavy, like bearskin cloak or something like that. Okay? Um, so my armor is very low. And when where do I find armor, stat, skills, PTGS there? All right. Scaly hide. And now the cloak. All right. Obstacle for this is torso scaly versus armor. So the VA of a longsword is zero. So my obstacle is one. So VA zero versus um, two successes. Both of them. All right. I made it. Amazing. Fuck. This game is like that, man. The fight is just like kind of like unbelievable. So fuck, you do a really good hit, but it just like bang, like scrapes off of his
His hide.
eye point thing, and he snarls "Ah!" as like a strap like cuts, and his a pack kind of comes loose, and he steps back a little bit. So that's now. What is your third volley last action?
Avoid.
Avoid. And I have block. So both actions, like
Ah,
my sword comes up and I'm blocking, and you're like thinking it's an attack and you dance out of the way. Okay. Now the second exchange, script, four actions and
shit.
three volleys. You fucking botched your advantage. And so did
I
I.
didn't.
I had
I
you pinned in
tried.
a fucking hole. So we both suck at fight. Um,
Damn. Okay, well, and I didn't get any damage in. Y'all have any advice for me, gang? My burning wheel vets here.
yeah, help him.
Um, my experience with fight is extremely limited. Do you have a shield?
Yeah, do you have a
Do you
shield?
have shield training, really is a better
I don't have
question.
shield training.
Okay.
I don't have a shield.
Okay. I mean, strike is your go-to. It's kind of like point um in Duel of Wits.
Um, mm,
Um, avoid is a dodge. That tests speed. Block is a defense that uses your brawl uh, your weapon skill. Counter Strike is kind of like a rebuttal in that you split it between offense and defense.
So you're assuming that someone's attacking you and then the counter
Yeah.
strike. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. It's a good way
Steven,
to mitigate the damage they do and still get in and attack yourself.
What was that?
counter
Counter
strike.
Strike is a
Counter
good
strike.
way to
Okay.
mitigate and still do damage.
What does that test? Just your sword?
it's
That's a weapon skill.
Okay, okay.
Yep.
Steven,
But you divide them
what's
up.
your advice on fighting, Steven?
What was
Steven,
that?
I'm querying the group for any fight advice for my burning wheel vets.
Don't get hit. Um, once you start getting wounds, the +1 obstacle and the -1D add up really fast.
Hmm.
Hmm.
On
Um,
the other hand, if you can get a small strike in on them, it'll add up on them very quick.
I see.
um
absolutely,
the Kellen
absolutely.
the Chase. One thing is
Hmm.
you have light mail,
Yeah.
okay, and light mail is some solid armor. Light mail is
Saved me last session.
light mail is 3D, and on your chest it's 4D.
Mm.
Okay. Versus my regular V0 sword, Ob 1. That's see, I mean, yeah.
Okay, so but if I used like avoid, right, that's my speed versus a skill. And so then I would be doing it at a double obstacle. Is that correct?
Yeah. Wait, let's read that again. Let's just make sure. I read it. Avoid, avoid, avoid. Defensive. Yeah, we're not even playing with stances, which is defensive. Avoid. Avoid tests your speed. Effect. Special. Avoid. Success from avoid actions reduce the effectiveness of the opposing action. If you roll one success on an avoid and your opponent rolls two, you've reduced his effective total to one. So there's no double obstacle penalty. If you roll two and he rolls two, you have stopped his action altogether. Avoid defends all incoming attack, basic and special. Test once. Let avoid successes ride for the action. Avoid is special. It never suffers a double obstacle penalty for being unskilled. All right? So you're good. Your one success is equal to my one success if you avoid.
Interesting. Okay.
So I fucked up that first volley, but that's okay. Tick tock, tick tock. The funny thing is, I think so. This guy is
Okay, I'm ready.
this the sword looks weird. It looks ancient, like looks like old and rusted.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, man. Volume one, action one. I have strike.
Faint.
Feint? Oh, you so cool about busting out feints. What is that? How, how does that work again?
Let's see here. So strike versus faint. Faint versus strike.
Ob one. So, and then wait, let's read feint.
Oh wait, and then so wait. Oh, I read this wrong. Okay. So it does nothing?
Wait, let me just see. I
Yeah, I think it does nothing for me.
Feint is a special attack defined to defeat defenses. Did you anticipate me doing a block?
Yeah, I know. I was anticipating you doing an attack. I messed up.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna give you a freebie to change that because you're just doing your first fight and you're throwing out feints. Come on, that's
Okay.
advanced
So
maneuvers.
okay. So if I'm anticipating someone striking, is there a counter? I mean, is that counter strike? Is that what I should be doing then?
I mean, it depends
If
on
you want
yeah,
to avoid that damage, yeah.
yeah,
Or
or
you could do
block if
like
you
a
have a
block or
shield.
avoid if you want to
Yeah.
go full
Can I
defensive.
block with my sword even though I don't have a shield?
Yes.
Yes, yeah. Hota, hota.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
all right. Strike versus block.
So yeah, I'm gonna block.
Okay, so we both test our sword skills, and I am going to fork in brawling because you see his tail fucking like come into the mix, man, and he's like he's moving his fight style like as he's like circling you. You guys are like
Mm-hmm.
circling in the snow. Every once in a while, he like fucking switch like just gives a whip, and his tail comes whipping out, right? And he like fakes it and he goes, ha! And then just out of nowhere, comes in. So I'm gonna go. I have oh, I have your character sheet up for some reason. I was gonna like I saw Dirty Secrets wise or Family Secrets or whatever it was. And I was like, that's the wrong character sheet. All right, my
So
skill.
do I still have my 2D at a longsword advantage if he has his weapon out now?
No, now we're both the same.
Okay.
Sword.
Mm.
I think I'm gonna add I'm gonna fork in forest wise. He's using like a dead log and he's getting really low and he's like very slinky. The movement is crazy.
Okay. Okay. As he's like getting low, I'm gonna fork in Forest Wise and I'm gonna like kick some dirt in his face. I'm
Nice.
gonna try to kind of play dirty with him too.
Um
Kind of almost kind of like mockingly, like he's getting low to the ground too, and he's like showing him that he's not scared.
okay, so I got two I'm forking in brawling, okay? So so I got two deep on a B5 sword, all right?
Jeez. Okay, guys. It was nice knowing everybody.
Four six
Oh wait, that shouldn't
oh
be it. Wait,
wait,
that
why are
that
you
should be
rolling
stealthy.
stealthy?
I should is right above it.
Hmm.
It's the same amount of dice. I don't know if you want to take that roll.
Mm. Well, yeah. If it was real dice, yeah, maybe. No, because it record. Nah, I don't. Fuck it. I'm just gonna roll. You want me to take your success? You cheat.
I
Um,
clicked the dice, I rolled them.
here we
I
go.
just clicked the wrong skill.
Oh, so your block comes up. Um, just like stops my attack, like right there. Sparks fly. Volley, volley one, action two. What do you got? I got strike.
Well, my fourth action is in the last volley. Is that correct?
Yeah, yeah, you have four, so you gotta put it in columns. Okay.
Yeah, I did.
So volley, we're in volley one. We're in
Hmm.
exchange two. Volley one, action two. What do you
Oh,
got?
I understand. I understand. Strike.
Strike, strike versus strike. So you block me and then you press for the attack and I whirl around and I try and hit you. Doing the same thing. Using my brawling and using my forest wise. Submit. Oh, you know what? In this case, we're both attacking. It's not a versus. In this case,
Oh.
it's an obstacle. The obstacle is, it's my like a basic obstacle for strike is ob one, okay?
Hmm.
And then circumstantial things around it. So in both of us are in that. We're not like trying to beat each other in this. So I've hit you, and the obstacles too. So I've hit you for a mark. All right. Now let's see if you hit me. Your obstacles too.
Okay, I just rolled three successes right above yours.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I have
So
two sixes though. I'm gonna re-roll them.
oh wow.
Let's go.
Yo. So that gives you total of five successes, right? So you can move your
Yes.
hit location and give a mark hit. And you see that he's not armored on the chest.
Hmm.
His arms are bare, like you see the reptilian skin on his
I
arms,
can see like
that
his
his
like white
thighs
soft
are
underbelly.
reptilian, his feet on thing. It was only like this heavy cloak that he had. Um I guess he has a long sleeve cloak, okay? But yeah, I don't know actually how to anyway, whatever. I'm not gonna debate. But you can move the attack to the head.
Okay, but he's not armored on his chest.
He is armored
Oh,
on his
he is
chest.
armored on his
He's
chest. I see.
armored.
But
His
I can
head
move
is
the attack to his head.
But not
yeah,
on his
and he'll
not his
still do a
arm
mark.
either or his hand. You could hit him on the wrist too with the sword.
Does it how much does it matter where I hit him?
Well, it's armor protection. That's it.
Oh,
How
okay.
many armor dice I have?
Okay, well then I'll attack him where he had.
Yeah. Well, look, let me just explain the rules to you. It's a little
Hmm.
complicated. So you
Yeah.
have five successes there, right?
Hmm.
The base obstacle to hit in Burning Wheel in a fight is ob one. Okay. And then because we're in a forested or snowy conditions, I've added another ob. So it's
Hmm.
ob two. And then because we're fighting with swords, two more attacks, because the add is two on our sword, um, delivers a higher damage attack. It's called a mark. All right.
Hmm.
Like a stronger hit. And then because you have one extra, you can move the location from by one category, like from chest to head, chest to right arm, chest to left arm, blah blah blah. So that's why I say like you can move it up and
Okay.
deliver a strong blow. And I have less armor dice there. That's the strategy.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
That makes
sick.
sense.
So we both now, like I've hit you in the chest, right? Roll your armor. Because I can't raise it, move it, or anything. Roll your armor 4D versus ob 1. No, 4D versus ob 1. And then
Weapons versus armor. Does that mean anything?
it's so yeah. Ah,
Oh, yeah, I should have one more
nice.
die. Hang on.
Your light mail holds up.
That's
Oh
four
my God.
successes, yeah.
Your light mail holds up beautifully. The falchion goes scraping across your chainmail just
Yeah.
as your sword comes in, and I roll my armor. Um, my head. Oh shit. Shit. I don't have armor on my head. All it does is, oh my God, it just lowers the pip damage on the sword. Oh, damn. So your mark hit is a B7 or B8? It must be a 7.
B7. Mark hit
Okay.
B7.
So it becomes a B6. Oh, dang. B6 for me is a light wound. Shit. I'm down 1D, minus 1D. As you freaking the sword comes like knocks me on the head and I'm like, oh, it's like Predator, right? This dude is like, all right, everybody's still engaged and understand what's going on, or are we all are
Mhm.
people fading? Because I don't mind getting these last two actions out, and then we can like resolve it with a bloody versus with what we have. Anyway, yeah, let's keep going. Let's
Yeah.
finish this exchange, right? Volley two, action one.
Avoid.
Ah, we keep scripting wrong because I did draw knife, so nothing happens. Ah,
Uh,
damn. Okay, volley three. So volley two, action two. There's nothing obviously because we're both reflex four. Volley three, action one.
avoid. Strike.
Strike um, versus counter strike. Okay, so that means like I try and like I do a quick block and slash. I'll do my slash first, so you know what the obstacle is. Okay, and I'm at minus 1D. So B plus. I'm gonna do the two forks. Submit. Artha, no. Base obstacle two. Because of the thing. No. Wait. Counter-Strike works differently. Counter-Strike, you split your dice, so I just gotta roll it here. So I have six dice, I have five dice, and I'm gonna split my pool. Three in defense. I'm gonna roll defense now. Two successes. Okay. So my block effective of like part of my Counter-Strike, the block part of it,
Hmm.
um, gives me two successes. So Dobbs is two. Plus, now you fight it, you attack, you swing with your sword against Ob two.
Okay. Boo.
Ugh,
Brutal.
brutal. Dang. No successes, just one success. That's terrible.
Yeah, no
Um,
sixes either.
and now my strike portion of mine, which is only 2D. One success does nothing. It just like I try and swat reach out, but the slippery snow kind of like causes me to like move, and I slip a bit. Now let's move to another one. We're still in the middle, but let's see what Chris and his company are doing.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Chris and brother Glenn. This is it's pretty dramatic and like visual, right? But
Yeah, we're kind of having a messy fight
yeah, we
in the
suck.
snowy
It's
forest
so
right now.
funny. All right, Chris.
Like that remember Captain Kirk when he's fighting the lizard guy?
Yeah,
Ba, 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 ba. Yeah.
in that like weird moonscape wasteland, and oh, yeah. Brother Glenn and Lucarn Fenvalor. You guys are um on horse. At the we'll start at the beginning, right? Like we just like go back in time to what you guys have been doing during this time, right? Everybody gets their little expose episode. Uh, so while the ritual is happening, Lucarn and Brother Glenn head off with a group of mounted soldiers and 30 pike spearmen. And Chris, you're in charge, I think.
Yeah. No, no, I mean I have the captain of the guard. that, you know, he knows the men better. So,
Yulin, yeah. What are
so
your orders, sir? He says stiff upper lip, like kind of because he's scared of you. He's scared of you, actually. He doesn't try to be surly. He's like um kind of intimidated by your thousand-yard stare and your battle experience and your scarred fucking plate mail. First of all, just to hone in on the fact, Brother Glenn, you don't have plate mail, right? You have chain mail.
Yes, I selected the lighter one because it didn't have quite as many obs and it was cheaper.
Well, of course. Plate mail is extremely valuable in Burning Wheel. And nobody in Castle Fenvalor has plate mail. You know, like there isn't a suit. Whatever breastplate that Elric had with him is abandoned in Dun Drath. Um, so you're looking very scary, and uh, Captain Yulin comes up to you. What are your orders, sir?
take us, take us up the trail to the last known place, the last known sighting of this giant.
Yeah, okay. So he says on the day of on the day that they harried our walls, um,
Because they said they went off in a direction, right?
the giant was standing across across this field up in the rock over there. And he was there. We from this position we followed as much as we could until um we went up north as far as we could to, you know, that creek that is hemmed in by that falaise of rock down on the left-hand side of blah 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 blah. Blah. Went there and the tracks just disappeared. I mean, I'm telling you, getting to that point, it was very clearly a giant. Like a man of, you know, 9 feet in proportion, and not intentionally destructive, but very deliberate about coming to this spot. So, I mean, let's say you're there right now, right? And it's maybe like about a 30 like a 45-minute like run for a man, okay? Uh and then uh this guy, I mean, you Captain Ewan said when we went after, I mean, when he took off fast. His legs are so long, they just drove him forward, right? And you know, along the way there are like branches that are like, you know, like whole tree trunks like just cut in half. And then you come to an area where there's like a creek, a cold, icy you know, Alberta Creek and a scree wall, you know, like remember those like Kazakhstan, Chris, do you remember Kazakhstan and Chris and I were in Kazakhstan together, and uh, you know the scree that I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Um,
I almost lost my life.
yeah, yeah. Sanj had a bad habit of climbing things without thinking about the obs as it got bigger.
Yeah, and Chris was getting wasted on vodka and like this on a school trip. We went to fucking Russia, and like we were in the middle of the Pamir Mountains in Kazakhstan, and like Chris got so fucking hammered on. He was like the drunkest person out of 60 kids on vodka, and he like
Bootleg vodka, yeah.
he did like a headbutt through a door that was like so flimsy, like it was really bad. Anyway,
Um,
yeah.
okay. So I ask again, you know, I bring him forward and I say, were there not caves along these mountains in my childhood? I remember talking of creatures or bears and such in caves.
Um, so this is very cool because now you can make that up with a successful roll. So it's like let's say it's an ob one, um, uh, like Fenvalor countryside wise.
Or like I just second was I got that giant wise, right? Like I put it in like it's more of like it's that thing of just like usually the giants try to like in my experience
Oh,
that
bear. Right.
I have a B2 for that.
Okay. So you kind of working with your team, and you're like, um,
Yeah,
hey,
trying to work
is
them
there
in
any
say,
bear? Like there must be like a somebody must know about a bear cave, or brother. Again, you're kind of like here in this session, right? You're everybody's like trying to deliberate on. This is the last place that he was. The giant like ran off to, and we're trying to find the next clue. So yeah, roll that giant wise, my friend.
and
Ob one.
Bob one, and can I get a one of these guys? I have my giant wise. Can I get a Fenvaler wise from the crew of anyone that
Yeah.
can say
Well, how about Captain Yulin gives you a helping dice, you know?
yeah, three? Let's see how my Arthur's doing here. Got three. I'm gonna
And
throw
your
in a
fact is if you're successful, there is a hey, you know what? There is that old grizzly, the the one from yeah, okay.
I'm gonna throw in a persona point because this is pretty important.
Cool.
Hmm.
Nice. You made it.
I got a six. Do I care?
Um I think it's cool to be adding Fate and Artha to Giant Wise in a campaign about killing giants. Um, it may earn you a trait vote, and the more successes will also let you dictate the the conditions, like the storyline, a little bit more.
Yeah. So
Ooh.
maybe it's like I'll add in a fate point. Let me do that, and then I'll roll again.
Yeah,
Uh,
just roll a
six.
d6. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Okay. We know there's a cave. We know that there are some caves in a certain area that animals have been in the past, and that might be.
No, it's not that big. I mean, if you wanted that big, but I was thinking bigger even if you, I was saying, oh, there is that old legend of that white grizzly, like or the striped grizzly that came down that one year in that horrible winter, blah blah blah, and he stood 10 foot tall, and uh, everybody knows about the claw marks on on this big massive tree that everybody knows, like
Yeah,
that
yeah. So yeah. So then I say, okay, I
bear's
then
den.
yeah, the bear's den. I say these giants often take the dens of other creatures. So let us start there. Let us try to get one thing swept in a day. We do not want to be out at night. Let's ride towards the bear's den.
Okay, now Uh, tell me, like if you were in like a movie in Afghanistan or whatever, and you were like in a batabat or whatever, and you're getting out looking for the enemy, right? Like your troop, right? You're pretty big. Like, is this 50 strong?
Yeah, yeah.
Holy fuck. So, I think. uh like you gotta have some scouts, right? Like you gotta
Yeah.
have some
There's about again like you try to take about five, five at least horses, at least, you know,
with perception or whatever, right?
perception,
Observation.
observation, right?
All right,
And then
dude, circle up somebody that has observation. Circle up a scout. Like just take your circles and it would be ob 3.
second.
Yeah, get a bonus dice for help, Captain Yulin.
Circle, 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 circle,
Get
circle.
help from Captain Yulin.
Economic Christina's. Okay, okay, here it is. Yeah.
Brother Glenn,
Do I get the because I'm the knight? Do I get that extra 1D? Because my reputation.
um, mark of privilege. No, I think you get another plus 1D for like being Lucar and Fenvalor. I had given
Yeah,
you that last
yeah,
time.
yeah. Okay, so
Yeah,
I'll do two. Okay,
yeah.
and that base hop is two.
Yeah, I said three, but I think that seems a little high in this kind of situation. Like, I mean, failure is interesting. Okay, you made it, even if it was three. Cool. So, uh, who is it? Let's maybe it's like let's add some different kind of people. So it's a young girl with
Okay.
she comes up, she's got red hair in her ponytail and like just very poor leather clothing, like strapped, like tied together with cord, and she's got a long bow, a short bow in her hand, and she runs up and she goes, somebody says, she's got the best eyes for sure, like, so she's doing she's scouting, um, which is strange, but yeah, okay.
And then we're walking at the speed of the walkers. So, but the walkers are next to the horses, so that the spears, so that if someone came from the side, that that there are men near the horses, so that they don't get.
Okay. So I'm gonna roll stealthy for
For her or for somebody else.
the Giants minions. Okay?
Mhm.
Versus your
Perception.
observation. Because I mean, and I want to volley for an advantage dice because you're a huge, well, that's a lot of eyes on me. But you're making a ruckus, so maybe it evens out. Um, okay. So I'm rolling stealthy plus force wise plus goblin ingenuity. All right. So oh, I have a NPC up that I can use and then do it legit. Where is it? Oh no, I don't have it. That's too bad. Okay. So all right, guys. My dice pool, okay, for my stealthy. I have a B5 stealthy. I'm forking in forest wise, and I have a trait. Okay, plus 1D for a trait. So I have 7 dice. Okay, forward slash R7D6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes. Okay, and um, for this observation, Chris, do you want to roll? And you have to give yourself like 2 dice of advantage dice for help from,
Is it perception or
observation. So it's skill versus skill. But don't roll it on your character sheet because you don't have it. Just
do
like I'm
what?
saying, roll for the scout. I mean, I could do it, but
How many D then?
so her observation is B4, and then you have let's
Help.
say a bunch of helping dice, like 3,
Okay. Second here.
and then
Uh,
you fork in something, so 7, fork in, I don't know, mountains wise.
that's given that you have that in terms of observation or anything like that.
I do not.
Okay, no worries.
Do you have detect evil? The Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay, I'll do 76
I
and then
can bless you guys, but that's That would be about
Oh,
it.
didn't you bless this group? I think last session there was a bless. Chris? What,
That was for the limitation of
oh, yeah.
the thing
For
with mom.
Alric Fenvalor, yeah. Okay. Oh no, for the Dulowitz, yeah. Okay. All right, let's roll them dice, Chris. I think it's 7, right?
Oh, you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fork in orienteering
Yeah.
so that I know. Yeah, so okay, I'll do eight
Oh,
dice.
and hunting. And somebody has hunting, the bear
Yep,
guy.
I do, yeah. Okay.
So you got 9 dice.
Oh my.
Oh shit, you didn't do
Wow.
well.
That is, we are not paying
3
attention.
successes.
Oh yeah. No, no. That is a poor roll.
Mm, that sucks.
Uh,
So it's almost like night comes and you're like
no, I
everybody.
said we didn't want to be out at night. I said we were only
Oh,
ride out. We are only gonna ride out enough to see one thing and come back.
so okay, let's what is Chase there? Let's wait. Um, but Brother Glenn, did you want to do anything at on the ride back or uh you know like the day is wearing on with you guys going up this like path looking for some kind of the looking for well, let's say you get to the bear cave, Chris. You get to the bear cave and uh you look around and it I think yes, your hunches were right. Okay. This was a camp recently that's been um kind of hastily vacated, uh, and you see no sign of, well, what are you looking for?
Well,
Brother
we're
Glenn, you're there too.
yeah, and I see. Yeah, I said a brother Glenn. How long do you think this camp? The people they left this camp. We do not have our scouts with us. And I'm so big, I don't want to get off my horse, right? That's the thing about the plate mail is you're just like once you're on your horse, you're just like,
No. Oh, good. That's awesome. So you know what? Literally, I think like some of your guys, like the hunters and those guys, like they all go up there and they say like, it looks like there's like there were like 20 orcs that
like it's
that
a
were
disheveled
camping.
camp, like it's like scraps of food and garbage.
Goblins. They're more like goblin level, 20 of them. Uh, there's no sign of a giant whatsoever. No like huge dumps anywhere.
Yeah. But they don't like I'd say what when was the last burn in the camp?
Um, oh yeah. Like today, they saw you guys coming and broke camp and disappeared.
Hmm.
This is cool.
Brother Glenn, what do you suggest?
I If all that we're facing is a pack of goblins, I think we can maintain the faith and stay out here during the night. And if they return, we can take care of them. And if not, we head back in the morning.
We are strong, and I do not want to spend too much time on this. Let's do so. So
Then may I suggest that someone with some experience in explosives collapse the cave, give the enemy no place for respite.
That's cool. An engineer.
that's our group for this fight, Father Lynn.
Hmm?
Ask him if
Absolutely.
he'll
Soon as we
group
figure out what the obstacle is for that.
for the fight.
Say it again, Chris. It's like
Am I sounding robotic?
something happened. Yeah.
Yeah, I got to log back in. I'm having problems with my mic. One sec.
No, no. I mean, I kind of heard it, but
No, no. If I'm sounding like a robot, then my mic's having problems. Do I sound like a robot?
no, you don't. No, you sound like
Oh,
Chris.
I said, can you bless us for the fight,
Oh, yeah, sure.
Father
If
Glenn?
there is
Yes.
one. Yeah. So, Stephen, you want to blow up that's a great idea. Um, you could try circling, or you can ask Chris to circle, or I think, yeah, whatever.
I'd be happy to give my B1 circles a little exercise.
Go
Nice.
for it. No, I think it's a great idea. Yeah, no, I say, yeah, yeah. No, I think you should. Yeah, because it's maybe something he's done before, but I think it's a great idea. Sure, go ahead, Steve.
Okay.
I love the fact that you're gonna fail, but like I could still bring out a guy who claims he knows about explosives.
Well,
Maybe even thinks he knows about him.
would I be able to argue for using uh, my affiliations as nobility and as religious followers of Pelor? Because those would be the people that would have come with us.
Yeah, for sure. Um,
I throw in
I
my
think
hat.
like yeah,
Oh,
maybe you could say that there's like maybe there's a cultural reason why explosions and fire um, have some caloric um, you know ties. So base op one and occupation, specific occupation, occupation where or unique within your setting. That qualifies. So op four.
one helping dice. I
Hmm?
one helping dice is my
Yeah,
my.
yeah. And what'd you get?
I
No.
got a difficult test to increase my circles test. I got two
Nice.
successes against the Ob 4.
Nice. Yeah. So like, people here are not that sophisticated, you know, and they lack those skills. And people come up wanting to um, uh, talk to you and do something to help you, and some of them are like, the fire of Pelor will explode evil wherever it may be. But you kind of look at them and they're like, no, nobody hears what I really need. Which I think
Perhaps
is fair. Like instead of pulling out some goof who's gonna like, although it's fun, it's a bit goofy.
we just start a bonfire in the mouth of the cave so they cannot retreat into it.
It's not a bad
Just,
idea.
Yeah.
just start. Yeah. So Sanj, we start piling some logs in the entrance of the cave,
All right. Okay. Cool. I'm not gonna make you roll for that. That's cool.
and
Um,
we just start toward.
if anybody wants a fire building test, but otherwise, yeah. So it's kind of like, are you guys like kind of using that huge like bonfire to like be the center of your your group, your force, and like
What we're doing, so I'm gonna roll the orienteer actually because I don't have is it ambush a skill or is it
yeah, no, it's just like there's no skill called ambush, no.
because I'll use my orienteering. Because orienteering is like I can basically I'm looking at the different parts of the forest and stuff, and I'm just saying, okay, I want some of the men to be in the trees around that can rush if we call them. And then a force like so at least 20 men in the forest and then the bulk of the men in the around the fire.
So I don't think that's orienteering. The orienteering is more like navigating through one place. What you're talking about is tactics, or like it's a military type skill. Um,
It says
I think it's called soldiering. Soldiering page.
no. It says you can choose in good ground for movement or ambush is orienteering.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Oh, you know what? I wasn't listening to your intent. That's why there's a mismatch here.
Trying to find. I'm just trying to use the orienteering to position the men so that they're in a good place to go down if we ask them to rush.
Okay, cool. And these are the mounted or the pikemen or
Yeah.
pikemen. Cool. Okay. At night in familiar land, in unfamiliar land, in unfamiliar land at night. Ob 4 orienteering.
Uh,
That's cool. These obstacles are so fun.
do I get any help from anybody from the guys that know the area?
Yeah, sure. Everybody's helping you, so you get plus 2D.
Uh, no. So I do my best.
I didn't even see the roll.
Is that oh sorry.
Three
360,
successes.
but it was an ob four. I didn't put the right ob.
Yeah. Okay. I should have said what the failure is, but
Well, they're in the woods. They're just again not in a great position. They don't have an advantage then. I mean,
they can't really mount an ambush like uh it seems
not
like
big enough.
it seems like the place has been denuded of trees and the group is so large that it's like really hard, right?
Yeah,
Um
yeah. But I just make
okay,
sure we're not all in one place.
coolio. Okay, now uh let's I just want to I kind of wanted to give Stephen more screen time.
Hmm.
So like let's say everyone's hunkering down at camp and whatever. Um
Well, part of us are hunkering down, but we're also making this big bonfire,
yeah.
and we're trying to attract the goblins to see this, come towards it, and get ambushed. So I am letting my priestly flag fly, and I am telling religious stories about Pelor. I am blessing uh, some of the soldiers. I'm not spamming bless, 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 bless. Um,
It's cool. Like you're just making a big show, right?
yeah, yeah.
Hmm. Now we're talking. That's very cool. You're kind of insulting and goading the orc that must be watching you from somewhere.
Yes. Yeah, and
Nice.
whatever items they are in the camp that could be theirs, like items, we're throwing it into the fire, like we're trying to
Now,
desecrate
now we're talking.
that
Now we're talking. Wow.
site. Yeah.
How do you want to how do you want to go about this? Like I think it's a really cool test, but um like in Duel of Wits it's insight, which is I think oratory if you have it.
I absolutely have oratory.
Nice. Oratory is perfect. Like you're whipping up the crowd, you're making a ruckus, and then right, nice. And
I am, yeah, I'm just going forth. I'm talking about the tenets of Pelor. I'm talking about my experience fighting. I'm making sure that the giant knows that I am the motherfucker with the B5 sword skill. I'm doing the ritual. There's noise. There's pageantry.
like
There's everything that you can.
I have a okay. It's like almost I want to say yes, but I want you to roll it because it's going to flavor the way the giant and the orc attacks. Okay, because
Yeah,
it
yeah, yeah.
yeah, that is really interesting. Um, okay, let's roll your oratory and add in whatever forks you want. Um, and then we'll do the bless or whatever prayer that you want to.
Sure. Is there a base obstacle that I'm looking at,
Yeah.
or is this just good?
It's no, it's against will, right? So, um, and the giant is the leader, and the giant is not some fucking Nonstra the Hill giant. The giant is like my Sewell sleeping for 100 years, weirdo, like ancient race. So, B5 will.
Okay. But wouldn't that be against the successes that they had, or is the obstacle the full will?
Obstacle, yeah, because like I don't have any intent right now, right? I'm happy
Okay.
to sit and watch if I wanted something out of it, but you're
Yeah.
trying to goad me. So it's pretty high, yeah. And I think like I asked about the yeah, you did it.
And two
He,
sixes, yeah.
he fucking
Wow.
drops it down like boom. Yeah, whatever. Oh wow, you want to open those sixes?
Sure. Eh,
Okay. Anyway, six successes. Um, nice.
That's a good difficult to pass on your skill, yeah.
Uh, so
I'm not entertained.
um, like a roar goes up in the valley around you, and it's um, like the way I pictured it, I can kind of draw it. It's a place in my mind, right? So hold on, I'm gonna draw it on roll 20 if you guys can. So the way I pictured it was the creek was kind of going around like this. Okay. Do you see the blue line that I just drew? And
Yes.
um, the mountain snaked around like that, and like the cave is up here. Okay. And all this is scree, like that bouldery kind of scree with like,
Good place to twist an ankle.
and with kind of like a trail that led down to here, right? And this side of the creek is another rock face, like mountain face. And you guys kind of traveled up this way, right? Let's say there's like another mountain here. Boom. And when you were downstream a little bit, that's when they were observing you as you were climbing up, and they alerted their companions back at Thing, and then they broke camp and they fled up here somewhere, right? So with your bonfire raising and stuff like that, you like um a huge a boulder. Like it's dark, right? It's nighttime, and you hear like "Wah!" and like just like and it fucking echoes in this valley with all the walls like crashing. "Wah!" And the sound of the voice is very low and husky, like or something like that. And a boulder comes singing, like crashes like right in front of you guys in the fire where the bonfire is raging and like in the midst. I'm not gonna say it like that. And the bonfire, the boulder is about this big and it's oblong and as it hits the ground it's glowing with runes. Okay? Um in a in in a script that looks like this. Okay? Do you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's the rune thing and everybody breaks like ah! Roll steel. No. But you wanted it. Is this what your intent was?
Yeah.
Nice.
Maybe slightly smaller, but
I mean,
yes.
less glowing, scary rock, but more
Yeah.
giant. Yeah.
Yeah. You thought more like "Roar!" Um, okay.
Yeah.
Let's
So you have symbology and doctrine. Do I have any idea what that sigil is?
yeah. Do a quick symbology test. Um, let me read symbology.
Yep.
Is everybody having fun?
Yeah.
Okay, common symbols, ob one. Common religious symbols, ob two. No. Obscure religious symbols, ob four. Foreign pictograms, obscure arcane symbols, ob six. Religious. Yeah, so it's somewhere between obscure religious symbols and unknown religious symbols. So I would say it's an ob six. Okay.
Okay, so would religious history or doctrine help with that?
Religious history would.
Hmm.
Okay.
That's that's shocking that I did not that I don't know what the fuck's going on.
That's funny. But that's
I'm
awesome.
shocked.
Now we are in the thick of it. This is crazy. Sam just flexing his burning wheel fight things. Um, let's let's switch cameras to the fucking like one-on-one fight in the snow. All right. We're pretty much at zero activity. Nothing has happened so far. Both of you guys are in optimal range of each other. Your swords just kind of circling around each other. Um,
I've hit
let,
him for like one, I think, light wound. Other than that, yeah, it's been pretty
oh
much.
no, I'm at minus 1D. Sorry. I'm
Yeah,
at
yeah.
one. I have a light wound, so I'm at minus 1D. Do I take a steel test from the minus 1D? I think I do. Steel. These are things that I'll get better at with time, but
It's a
it's
complicated
not
game.
always easy. Pain. When a character is badly injured. Ugh, this is so annoying. When like you don't why don't you just say when you get a light wound, but this paragraph doesn't say it. You have to go to the wounds. Sorry, Luke, I'm complaining about your game. Anatomy of injury. Wounded dice. Steel and pain. Okay. Anytime a character suffers a minus 1D or greater injury, he must make a steel test. This okay, so your last strike got me a light wound, right?
Hmm.
Well, actually it was before when I was drawing my knife. You hit me and I didn't roll steel. So I cheated.
Mm.
I'm sorry, my friend. I'm really sorry.
It's okay. We're learning. I definitely
Or
wouldn't have known better.
yeah. Okay. So let me roll my steel. So we're in volley three. Okay.
Yeah.
You start scripting. Unless you want to see my steel result first. Yeah, you probably do.
I probably do.
You probably do. Where is it? Steel, steel. Gotta be close. Circle steel. There we go. Uh, Whoa, yay, I make it. So no hesitation.
Okay.
Dang, that's insane. Um, oh shit. Okay.
Did you want to keep doing more volleys? Did you want to do a
What do
bloody
you, yeah,
versus or
I think we should do like what do you I think it would be fun to see. What do you want to do?
I mean, I'm down to do a bloody versus. I feel like
Okay.
we've kind of been kiting around each other. I'm down to resolve it and
Yeah, let's move on
yeah.
with the bloody verses then. Um,
Okay.
my intent,
Learn more,
yeah,
do new things.
my intent in the bloody verses is to knock you out, to knock you out, and that will be based off of, you know, where's my brawling? Based off of brawling. So, like, you know what I mean? No, but I have my weapon. Like, I'm trying to knock you out, whether it's with my sword and my brawling forks and all that, you know. Um, well, the way Bloody Versus works is this. We roll, we take a dice pool,
Yeah,
okay?
we divided it up between attack and defend.
Defense, and then we just calculate the damage, but our intents are there. So I think basically we'll whatever we are on damage, we'll have to break off at the end of the Bloody Versus, you know, like um because otherwise if you say you want to capture me, you want to
Hmm.
knock me out and capture me, and I say I want to knock you out and capture you, that's just a versus test. It's like in,
Hmm.
you know, like
Yeah.
we just end it with you in a lock. You can't move, you can't do anything. Like I've tied you down, I pinned you down, I knocked you out. You wake up. The next scene is you waking up, uh, like being dragged on, with by this guy somewhere,
Hmm.
right? And vice versa for you. You have me knocked out, tied up, and that's a versus test. That's the first category of like fighting. We could leave it
Okay.
there.
So should we just do a
Bloody,
versus test or
yeah, if that's cool with you, that's a high stakes, I think. But yeah. One die roll and you're captured. Same goes for me.
yeah.
And then the bloody verses is combat,
Hmm.
potential for damage, right?
Yeah.
And then we narrate. If we're not outright dead and killed, we narrate the outcome. Like if I'm, suffering a -2D, you've hit me and you drove me off,
I
basically.
Hmm.
would, dude, I would go. The Sand is trying to trick you, right? Because he has the -1D, so I
Yeah.
wouldn't the versus because then like you already have the advantage. Like to what Steven was saying, it's
Yeah.
like every time he's always gonna have a -1D, right? So yeah, no, pound the crap out of him. Yeah.
You go with the verses.
So is he gonna have the -1D
Yeah.
in
In a versus test, a bloody versus, I'm still
so
gonna
all of them
win.
he'll have the minus
Yeah,
one
yeah.
D.
No matter what. Yeah. So
Maybe he's
you
trying to
might.
cook dinner for his girlfriend. -1D.
Well, you tell me, Sanj. I mean, what would you prefer to do for this? I mean,
I think we want to end it and have a thing. So let's do a versus test. All right.
okay.
Yeah.
What are we
Sorry, bro.
testing here?
Um, I kind of, it's kind of like, sorry. Yeah, I could just call it. Okay. So simple martial conflict. Um, so. State your intent to kill, to injure, to capture, to shove aside, extract any goal that can be accomplished by an immediate physical action as a person. Then tell us how you intend to accomplish it. Examples include blah, blah, blah. Your opponent takes an appropriate, how do you know? Yeah, so I think there are advantages. How do you know if you ask yourself if this fight is a big deal or not? If it's just a beat in the story or you're pressed for time, a versus test is appropriate. Is a belief involved? I think this is more than a simple conflict, dude. It's a bloody versus. Let's do a bloody versus. Okay?
Okay.
Got it. Sorry.
Yeah, it is my belief does play in here, so
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So bloody versus. Advantages to bloody versus. So we're gonna make a die pool, split it up into attack and defense, and roll each side against each other, and then see what we have. Your sword skill plus all your forks and other advantages versus my sword skill and forks and other advantages. Okay, advantages to a bloody versus attack. Longer weapon. But we don't have, nobody here has a longer weapon. Nobody here has a shorter weapon. Um, versus armor. You have armor advantage, okay? Because you're wearing chainmail versus my like hide.
hmm.
So that's +1 to your die pool.
Okay.
Um, oh, actually, that goes into your sorry. Versus armor is the
My
sharpness of your
armor adds to
weapon.
my
We have the
defense.
same. Um, And then advantages in bloody versus to defend is shield, gambeson, reinforced leather, blah blah blah. General higher reflexes out of the two of you, both of you are the same. Longer stride, both of you are same. And appropriate forks, I'm gonna fork in brawling. So I have a B5 sword, but I'm -1D, okay? And I'm gonna split it two dice and two dice. Okay. Two for attack, two for defend, and I don't have for my armor, all I have is um like +1D. So my defense pool is three dice and my attack pool is two dice. You and yeah, I already did my -1, so three and two. Um you have your sword is
Yeah, I've
four.
got four sword. And I'm
Um
gonna get +2 to my defense for the armor. So I think what I'm gonna do here,
uh-huh.
um, is um, can I fork in forest wise in
Yeah.
the same way we've been doing?
Yep.
All right. So let's see. So that's four. So I'm gonna say, um, and I'm
And you
also
can fork in
going.
brawling too. I forgot to do that, but you
I don't
can.
have brawling, unfortunately. Um, I'm gonna spend a persona to add a deity here.
Hmm.
Okay. So that's six, and I'm going to put five into attack
Hmm.
and one of those into defense, and then the defense goes up to three dice because of the armor bonus. So
Nice.
I'll have five dice into attack and three into defend.
Okay. So I'm rolling my defense, okay? Versus
Okay.
you're gonna roll against your five. I got one success. So now your five attack versus ob versus my one versus ob one.
Let's
Whoa.
go.
All successes, five successes. So you basically uh deliver a mortal wound.
Oh shit. Okay.
I think so. It's so many above, like it's
Uh-huh.
you're above by at least four, right? Which brings it up to, right? Making your mark, no, making your mark is incidental. That's there. And then two extra successes, that's three successes, makes it a mark. And then another two successes makes it a superior wound, which is a B10, I guess, on your longsword.
Longsword, B10. Yep.
Boom. So you like the fight gets too desperate, I guess.
Yeah.
Your sense that you could have like had this guy and
Mm-hmm.
and and knock it. It's not easy to knock somebody out and the risks you're taking, right?
Yeah.
So so he was pretty even, and so it just became a fight to the you quickly learn that it's a fight to the death, right?
Yeah.
And you boom, you do that, and he gurgles, and he takes it like a freaking predator, right? Like he takes it like a warrior, and
Yeah.
like he even like gives you like a nod, like, oh, I respect that. You're fucking bastard, right? And before he dies, he says, um, the the burning wheel will cleanse all. The burning wheel will cleanse.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Keelan is like just kind of like huffing and puffing, kind of recovering from that fight. And he's just like the burning wheel. And he's not even really thinking about whatever he just said. He's like, I gotta hide this body and get out of here.
Wow, that's crazy, man. Um, I could have, yeah, I didn't even, I think I still get to roll my attack against
Okay.
your
Yeah,
defense
against my defense.
because
Yeah.
it's
I haven't
happening
rolled
at
my
the same
defense yet.
time, right?
Yeah.
So two attack. Um,
Here's
and
my defense.
I'm gonna add one persona. And oops, wait. Two attack. Help, fork. I'm gonna fork in brawling. Oh, and I have, when you have a five in a skill, your fork is two dice.
Mm.
Isn't that cool? Yeah. And then one persona. All right. Did you roll your defense? Two?
Mhm.
Okay. Obstacle two. Three successes. So I hit you with um what is my superficial? It is
I thought you didn't put so many dice into your attack.
I only put two, but
Uh-huh.
then I added it says here advantages for attack is whatever forks. Because I didn't do a fork, right? On page 426. Um did I do that wrong?
I don't know.
Maybe,
You rolled seven
maybe I'm
dice.
counting it twice. Oh, how many? Oh, I added Artha. Wait a second. I rolled.
You rolled your
Dude,
base sword
oh,
skill
I
as
didn't pick up
5.
my negative. You know what? I think I did this wrong. Let me just redo that. Sorry. I don't know what I'm doing. I get confused in mid game with this, sometimes. So I'm rolling 2D, right? /R 2D6. That's what it was. Two successes against your two. So I hit you for superficial with my sword is a gear. Uh, B5.
Light.
Nice. Oh, sorry. B4, 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 B4.
Aha, superficial.
Superficial. Another one. All right. Sorry. I hate it when I don't know what I did. I did that
Just
because on page 426 it tells you to add the bonuses and stuff after you've split up your pool. So that's why. But I forgot that I had counted those advantage dice at the beginning.
You don't roll armor for
We'll,
this or
we'll get
anything?
better at this. We'll get better at this.
No,
Everybody
yeah,
has
yeah.
to read and figure it out. But yeah, you're right. You corrected me, and I appreciate that. Okay.
We don't
So
roll armor
he's
for
dead. He says
these
Doctrine of
hits.
Fire will cleanse all, and he's dead. What do you do? Do you like kind of pat him down and look at all his gear and all that shit, the typical?
Just clarifying. I don't roll armor for the bloody versus. I just the or I guess that was the defense was the pool. That was my armor, effectively.
I think you did
Cool.
add your armor dice into your
I
pool,
did. I
right?
did. Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah, yeah. Never mind. Yeah, I guess I'll kind of look and see what he has on his person. Does he seem like he has any possessions, or is it like pretty rough spun, like kind of primitive
No, he's on a
style
journey.
clothing?
He's been on a journey. He has like, um, you see like a leftover pack,
Hmm.
and a te and a bedroll, and
Oh, okay.
like a tent pack. He's been on a journey, and um, he has a he has a beautiful inlaid ivory scroll case. Um, he has on his body are fetishes like feather tokens and skulls. Most of the coloring, like his scale is green, and his face is like uh more like his face is more snouty. It's a lizard face, not a snake face, like not a
Hmm.
flat head face. It's more like snouted. And it's very like you've never seen anything like this, right? You've never seen a completely alien
Hmm.
creature. Even an orc has human distinguishing features, like
This
a
thing much
nose.
looks much more removed
Yeah.
from that.
This
Yeah.
this is like way more, and he's muscled. He's huge. He's
Hmm.
like 6 foot tall, you know, pack of muscle. You're amazed that you beat him.
Yeah, yeah. I think Keelan definitely is amazed and feels
And like I
lucky.
said,
And
his sword is like um is is like must be several like 100 years old, and looks very um eh, like the design of it is old. You've seen it, let's say, like it's a falchion. It's like one bladed,
Mhm.
one sided, with a slight curve, and it's like not your traditional type of sword that you've ever seen. And it looks a little bit old, like it's just a bit rusty.
Okay. I think Keelan is gonna take the ivory scroll case
Hmm.
and his sword, and he is so there's like a camp nearby. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know if Keelan would. Maybe he'll kind of like push the body into like a bush, but not necessarily like spend a lot of time covering it up.
Okay.
Because he wants to try to leave and try to reunite. Because he's lost still, so I need to figure out where I
Oh
am
shit,
and try
yeah.
to get back. I want to get back to the party.
That's so cool. Okay, let's roll that.
All right.
So, to hide the body, I think
Mm-hmm.
that's important because somebody could be coming to find the body or find
Yeah.
out what's going on. So, hide the body would be, it's not stealthy. Uh,
I don't know. Could it be like tracking, like trying to make cover
yeah, like
tracks?
an opposite of tracking. Hmm. I think it's forest wise.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could get a forest
Because
wise
it's
check
like
in.
being aware of your surroundings in the forest and how to
Mm-hmm.
make it look natural without.
But
And
yeah, without
this
it catching someone's eye.
snow, you have advantage of snow,
Okay.
so you get a +1D for that. And the obstacle is 2.
Okay. Let's see. Advantage because of snow. Could I fork in stealthy? Like I know the kind of best places to kind of that were like out underneath, eye
Sure.
line and stuff like that.
Yeah.
All right, I'll fork
Yeah.
that in. So I've got 2 extra dice. My forest wise is B2.
Up
So,
two.
yep, got 4 dice against 2. Oh, wait, I have a
Success.
1 disadvantage
Oh,
because of
you
my
set the
wound.
obstacle at 3, but you got two.
No, no, I have an obstacle penalty because I'm wounded.
Ah, yes. Awesome. Kicked in. So like your head is ringing, right? And you're maybe bruised from the thing.
Yeah,
But you could grit your teeth and just shrug it off. How does that work again, guys? Do you know?
shrugging it off. Grit your teeth. Oh, that's in a fight.
Oh yeah, so it's not that. Shrug it off. Just,
Takes 2 actions.
bleeding treatment. So,
It's an ob 2 health test. It takes 2 actions in a fight, and it removes the +1 ob penalty for this scene.
shrugging it off, clearing the cobwebs, gritting your teeth. Okay, well,
But
yeah, let's say you're in a rush and it's almost like the war, it's like you got to do this quick. Let's
oh
let's
yeah,
let's
yeah.
do
I'm
that
not
first. Okay? Like y- like let's not forget that rule. Let's do the short let's do the
shrug it
clearing
off.
the cobwebs.
Okay, so an ob 2 health test.
Yeah. Well, like get your health test when you can.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So now re-roll your forest wise against up two. Oh, well, you got two
Well,
successes
it'd be
against
two,
up
yeah,
two.
two
Yeah. All
successes
right,
versus
cool.
ob 2.
Okay. So you successfully hide the body. You think
Awesome.
you're like, actually, my handiwork is pretty good.
Not too bad.
Um, let's uh let's let's see what Era's up to back at camp. Back at Castle Fenvalor. So, hey Steven, the camera
Yes,
has to come down.
sorry.
Yeah, so James, do you want do you have anything that you want to do for a scene? Do you have
Not
any
not really. I've just been following the fight.
nice?
Oh.
Um, so should I go over to the big battle in
Yeah,
the
that's
yeah?
fine.
All right. Okay, cool. Give me guys, let me get a drink of water because now this is a bit scarier. Right? And how are we gonna do this? Um, very interesting. Give me a second, okay? I'm just gonna get a glass of water. Break. Cool. Yeah. Okay. Um, wow. So what is the most dramatic thing to do um uh in this scenario with a giant? Um, I think like that the the main situation is like the giant and would be like we could kind of run the orcs and the soldiers on the side like like attacking each other and fighting each other and
I
right like
think that like
and then and a Chris, yeah.
I think again it's like the idea of having the 50 was that they would take the orcs and a small group would try to like it's try and the main goal is to be able to flank the giant, right? Is to be able to have because you can't it's like can't have that many people surround it's not like he's 100 feet tall, right? So you can't have more than probably like five to like 10 people max facing the giant, right?
Yeah,
Goal is like let's just say that the other guys are trying to however many goblins there are versus the say the 40, and then I just try to charge forward with Steven and eight and at least another three horse people and another 4 or 5 pikemen, right, that we want to be able to
yeah. So there's like a range and color cover element with the 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 guys on horse with the bows are blasting him against but the main thrust is this. Yeah, so as the arrows are raining down, you have like your fighting group, melee, charging in, and you have help from Pike on stabbing down. Um, and this guy is um, kind of preoccupied throwing a rock like to bowl over a whole bunch. Like as you guys are charging in, he's throwing rocks, whittling down, breaking down your force, and the orcs engage them, and you and Brother Glenn and like a small band with pikemen to me charge at this guy's feet like really fast. Okay.
we're
Um,
gonna yeah. The first is that we want to close so that we want to do a ride. We want to close the distance and then be able to get him to stop throwing rocks first of all, and then second
Hmm.
to take him
to
out. Yeah.
well, and again, like I keep saying like we have to outnumber him. We have to flank him.
Okay. Um, what does he look like? All right. He is about 9 feet tall. A a like not a massive thick Goliath, but a proportional giant man. Okay. Well muscled. He wears gold rings on his forearms and has like a gold um kind of it's called a it's like a big thick necklace, okay? Like that just hangs down and covers the top of his chest and it's like deeply um s- uh carved with um uh some kind of like art on his chest. He wears um like wool fabric around his waist that is tied by a thick belt with brass medallions. Um, and his hands gesture, and he's saying something in a language that you don't understand. It is it's like a constant drone as he's pulling out another boulder, like as he's pulling out these like he has kind of like like a sling around his, and there was, you know, looks like there was like about three of those things in his pocket. Um, I think like as everybody charged forward to meet the thing, the one that fell amidst you guys and all that, I think, you know, as you guys charge forward, it kind of goes off and it it explodes behind you guys, you know, like causing chaos in your ranks in the back end as you guys are charging forward, and you're like, holy, what is going on? Um, yeah. So this is complicated. Uh, yeah,
Good times, good times.
good times. Um, all right. Wait, I gotta find some stuff here. Okay. Okay. I mean, I think I need like some advantage for trying to knock you guys out before we're in melee. Okay? Uh,
As long, I mean, again, as like you said, we've had archers on him. Like that's the point, is that the archers are hitting him as well, right?
yeah, they're distracting him, so he's being distracted by them, and he throws rocks at them while you guys flank, kind of like get close. Okay, all right, all right. You know, Chase had to roll for the that
I don't,
that.
I don't mind. I don't mind rolling for it. I'm just saying that it's like the goal was for the archers to
Okay.
like, yeah, yeah.
Oh, it's just, oh man, so hard. Um,
Sanj, what we can also do is you can prepare for this for next time if you want. Like if you want to spend more
yeah.
time thinking, we can. James, if you want to finish up or do something with the woman's wife or something, or if you want to,
No, 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 no. I want to do this. This is it's only
Yeah,
it's not
keep going.
how's everybody's energy? Are you guys
I, I'm actually crashing because I didn't really sleep this weekend. So if you all
yeah.
want to do the battle, then I'm not a part of it anyway. So you can go on with the battle and it won't
Well,
disrupt anything.
I'm okay to pause as well then. Because we can do next Monday and I'll have more insight on how to run this battle. Um,
I feel like Sanj, like what, like let's take the time.
What's
I want to do. I was maybe in the chat, maybe Stephen, we can talk a bit about some of the, or in just the general chat, talk a bit about like, because it feels like there's some skirmish stuff like with the group, like how you do the writing and some of the stuff might be an interesting
yeah,
conversation.
cool.
what's
Okay.
the timing of all of this? Is there any opportunity for Keelan to try to make it back to the party in time for this battle?
No, I think it's all happening at
Mm.
the same time because it's
Okay.
the end of the first night,
Okay.
and you're pretty much like it's by the time you're packing up, you're looking out and just shit. It's like fuck, I better haul ass to get home, you
Hmm.
know. But you don't know the way home. That's what I was gonna even say, like, you know. Yeah, okay. I think I need some thinking and some Discord time to figure out how to do this. I mean, I could do it pretty
No,
quickly with the bloody
I'm
verses.
thinking a bit because I also drove back last night
Yeah,
and
your energy is
It's a good
low.
cliffhanger, you know?
Yeah.
yeah,
I don't think that this is a bloody versus thing. I think this is something that needs a little bit more nuance, especially where there's
Mhm.
multiple characters.
Yeah. Okay. So but let's give some Martha to our boy. Ch to everybody actually
Yeah,
who
yeah.
played. Um, let's do that. That was really fun. Um, man, you killed that guy.
Dude, I am
Fuck.
psyched that I actually killed him because like after the first couple of exchanges in the fight, I was like, damn, this guy's like got fucking armor scales. He's better at sword than me. Like he's beefy as hell. I was like,
Yeah.
I actually think this might be bad, but
Oh,
I was able to clutch it out.
but I am a bad, like I'm bad. Like you just we both tactically suck and we made tactically shitty moves.
Oh
Well,
yeah, we had
like
like several turns where it was
there's
like
there's for
nothing happens.
sure the fact that like you charged me and snuck up on me like is kind of mind blowing to me, you know?
Yeah, that was cool. I was glad that I was able to pull that off.
Yeah. Yeah, but it was very Predator. I love that. The movie.
Yeah, yeah, it was very cool.
Okay. Let's read the all right. Kellen. Driving the game forward with a belief.
All right, my first belief was my father's land is under threat and I've been ambushed. I must silence this lizard folk quickly before others become aware of our party's presence.
Oh, that earns you a goddamn persona point
Let's go.
and a fate point. Both.
Really? Both?
Well, because you're driving the game. Well, you did that last session. Okay, so it's a persona point this session. Okay.
Cool.
Which is
Um,
which is this one? Goals, wherever. Embodiment. Personal goals, revenge, triumph, seduction. That's making your hitting your belief. Yeah. So you got a persona point for that.
cool. My second, I didn't get to it, but it was about finding my bearings and speaking with my brother about what I have learned. Um, so we'll definitely probably get to that next session.
Yeah.
And then my third belief, about I'll take the risks no one else will.
Yeah, that's a fate
Definitely
point
feel like I
there.
took some risks there. Yeah,
Yeah,
took
that's a
some fate
fate
point.
point there. You could have run away.
I could have run
Like
away. Yeah, instead
I
I
would
closed in on
have
him.
done a runaway. Like that's good. And then your instinct also caused you tremendous well, it worked to your advantage, but it was fucking dangerous. And I'm
Oh
sure
yeah,
I fucked
drawing
up
my
the rules
weapon.
there. And you probably knew that I would fuck up the rules. But you know, your
Um,
instinct about like drawing your sword,
hmm
like you didn't engage in a archery duel. You
hmm
engaged in hand to hand. That's that
Yeah,
that's your instinct. So, wait, guys, what do you think? Does that make sense? Yeah, nods. Yes, yes.
sick.
I'd give it a
Yeah. Okay, so you get a fate point for that.
Traits. I mean, this session was still, I guess, the repercussions of what I used my loner trait for the previous session. So I don't know if loner applies for using it against myself, but
I think you got that last time.
yeah, I agree.
Um,
Other than that, I don't really have anything.
but does anybody want to nominate him for workhorse or MVP? No.
that's
We could do that at
MVP.
the end if you want. I mean, I was kind
Yeah,
of doing my own thing.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Okay, so let's go to Chris.
Yeah, no, I have one with the belief which was my family are in danger, and I will track the giant that has been harrying Castle Fenvalor with the aid of my loyal bannerman. That was
Nice.
my
So you get a persona point for that.
yeah. The other ones, which I didn't get a chance to talk to Brother Glenn yet, and then talking about the more the journey, which was the maps. I haven't didn't get that one in, and
See,
then
oh, Chris, there's where you could have gotten a fate point for the Brother Glenn one,
yeah,
is
yeah, no, I should have. Yeah,
when he was doing all of that oratory and everything like that. Just you saying something cool in lending your helping dice
yeah,
would
yeah,
have
yeah.
earned you a fate point. But just
Oh,
handing over the helping dice wasn't enough.
no, no, I agree with that. Yeah, and then always face danger with my companions and never run is one of the instincts.
Got it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, so I think a persona point was a good one. Take that.
Yep. Cool. And Brother Glenn.
Brother Glenn, I think, gets a fate point for bring the light of Pelor into the mountains. Um, Even though it wasn't a formal blessing, um, I think it was definitely a marathon espousing the virtue of Pelor um, to the troops.
Yeah. I
Um,
I kind of like it's almost like I would say it's a fate today, but if you guys succeed tomorrow, it's a freaking Persona point,
yeah,
right? Yeah.
yeah, I can certainly see that.
Yeah, because it
Um,
was really bold and very cool. And I hope Pelor is at your side for the battle next session. You guys
I
can,
certainly,
I mean, you guys actually could use this time to look up cool stuff as well, right?
Oh
Because
yeah, no,
absolutely.
I was gonna start putting in the general this week questions on the again kind of the charge. A lot of the writing things which seem really interesting, right?
yeah,
How do you avoid getting smashed by a giant and attack him, right?
yeah. So I think Stephen, that one for sure is a fate point. But I don't know if any of the other ones really came
I
in,
don't
right?
think so either.
All right. And James, I'm kind of tempted to give you a fate point for sticking through it, even though you barely slept. That's very polite and nice of you to at least try and stay engaged. All right, guys. Good session and short session, but makes sense. It's exhausting also doing fights and stuff like that. It's a little bit,
Yeah,
um,
It's pretty taxing,
yeah.
especially when you're still trying to figure out what the hell's going on.
Yeah, it gets messy, but it was very, I found it was very dramatic. Like the moment by moment like tactics of it and how some of my tactics, like both of our like when we did these non-action
Hmm.
tact things, are like, ugh, I wish I could have struck you right there when
Yeah,
you
I
did.
mean, I think it tells a good story because it's also like we're not superheroes.
Yeah,
So like that was kind of like a dirty kind of like
yeah, it was
fight where
so
it was like,
messy.
it was like I don't know how this is gonna go, but I was able to clutch
And
it out
good
in the
call for
end.
just saying let's switch to a quick resolution, bloody versus, because there's the other players at the table and
Yeah, yeah,
you
I
know,
agree.
but it was good that we also noticed that because of beliefs on the line, you can't just do a versus, which I think is fair. All right, man. Thanks, guys, and it's actually good. My wife will be very pleased. So I'll talk to you guys later.
Yeah, thanks for running, Sanch.
Bye. Bye.
thank you.
Can we try for Monday next week?
Yeah, I can do next Monday.
Next Monday.
Yeah. Okay. Steve, James, let us know. Okay.
Yep.
Later. Bye.
Later.